Man, what's going on, Mike?
Hey yo, what's good with it? Bang,
Man,
bang got the. Hey, what's up? What's up? You been rocking the hats lately. I've been seeing
uh,
you on. I'm not gonna hold you with the hats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? New York, the New York Yankee.
man, look,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you.
I ain't shaved either, Mike.
Yeah, me neither. I missed my haircut appointment this week. You can see. Remember when I had that run when I like went like 2 months no haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah, my barber had hurt his back. So yeah, I was out here. That's how. Yeah, that was a incredible stage in my life that I do not want to go back to. Not having a barber for like 2 months is crazy. He definitely looked like Jada. Shout out to B Dot. Shout out
man,
to Brando too.
fuck you, be that. Niggas been saying I look like Jadakiss for years. I don't.
You definitely look like Jada Kiss.
Get your ass out of there, Jada. Okay, funny story. Funny story, because I've met Jadakiss a couple of times. The last time I met Jadakiss, it's that picture of me, him, and Landon.
Yeah,
Me, him, and Trey.
and Trey. Yes, sir.
Um, and one of my coworkers was like, "Yo, don't he look like your brother?" And he was like, "Yeah, he definitely could look like my older brother." And I was like, "But nigga, you older. I fuck y'all. I like you older than me, Jack. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about
Yo,
here?"
you just gotta embrace it, bro. You gotta embrace. You look
Nah, I
like
ain't
you
embracing
look
that shit.
not. It ain't like y'all like identical, but you definitely can.
But
You
no,
definitely resemble him in certain times or certain pictures that you might take. You definitely favor him.
but no, we did say that we could definitely be family.
Y'all could definitely be first cousins for sure.
Definitely could be
Like
cousins
first
with.
cousins, y'all could be first cousins who old man like are twins almost. Like y'all old men look exactly alike. Like they brothers, the brothers they actually look exactly alike. So that's possible. It's definitely possible, fam.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's all right. But when you
some
do the
dude.
hat though, you definitely brings it out more.
Okay, it's when I put the hat on.
It can definitely bring it out a little more when you got the hat on. But yeah,
All right, man. Well, some dude, episode 221.
we think.
Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download wherever you get your favorite podcast. Check us out on Barbershop Network. Make sure you follow us everywhere. At Some Dude Pod, we are live everywhere right now today. We are live on the Barbershop. We are live on our networks. We are live on our Facebook page as well. So y'all make sure y'all check us out. Lots to go over, and I might have to deal with some breaking news of a passing that will definitely be a childhood heartbreak, especially after the BET Awards. So if anything is officially announced, we might mention it on this pod today. But especially if you guys have grew up watching BT like we've grown up watching BT, but won't say anything until it is announced. If it is announced afterwards, you guys will definitely see it here. Um, so with that being said, we'll talk about something else. Let's talk about this Lil Wayne album, Mike.
Why you say my name? Why you say my name like that?
Mike.
What's up? What
Mike.
we finna discuss? What we getting into, bro?
Lil Wayne dropped Carter 6 last week.
Hey,
Is that an A? Like that's a decent A, or just like
congratulations to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne in 2025 still out here dropping albums. I love to see it.
it
Lil
sounded like you
Wayne.
was about to say fire albums?
Hold on. Let's get to the. Can I get to the point first, man? Just relax. All right. I've seen the chit chatter. I've listened to the album. I'm in the minority. I'm with you guys. Okay.
We're
Now
not the minority.
I'm with the majority. I'm with the
I'm about to
majority.
say.
Excuse me, not the
I
minority. I'm with the majority.
seen about 5 people say they like this shit.
Excuse me. I'm in the majority of as a collective. This might not be some of his best work, but nonetheless, though, I will say that there is bright spots on the album.
Oh, it is.
Absolutely. To me, now I'm a Lil Wayne fan. Let me say, don't give that man his full dreads credit
Don't
for
worry. Don't even
uploading.
worry about what. Don't we ain't got
Brando, look, now I'm not. First of all, look, I'm with y'all. Let's get straight to the point. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. All right, the Carter 6, Lil Wayne, he just dropped. All right, It's not some of his best work as far as a full project. But I'm not finna let y'all just go straight crazy on Wayne like this, okay? Like I said, there are bright spots on this album. There are good records. Like good records. I'm not talking about like, oh, they okay records. There are good songs on this album that I like personally. Again, if you don't agree with me, we got a t-shirt that you can buy, that you could purchase off the, you know what I'm saying, Some Dude merch page. What I listen to don't make you bop. What I listen to don't make you bop, and that's cool. But again, no, yeah, the album is it's not really that good. But there are bright spots on the album. But I mean, what exactly do you want to get into about it though, Bang, specifically?
I mean, how you feel about the first? How you feel about the album?
I feel this a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. That's respectable. 5 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it's a 5 out of 10, that's not if it's a 5 out of 10, that ain't respectable. That's Huff.
It's Huff. You can say it's Huff, but 5 out of 10 though, respectfully, it means it's like majority bad, but like I said, there's good spots on here. Like I can go back to the track list and I could take like 6 songs maybe and throw them onto a playlist and know that that's all right. These are the records that I like off this project, and I don't have to go back and listen to anything other than
okay. So
what
you're telling me this a 8-man track 3 okay album? Because I've always said this is when I know an album is Huff. When you have a conversation with somebody about an album and they'll tell you like, "Hey man, no, track 3 and track 5, them dope." No, I listen to track.
There you go. That's fine.
Track 7.
We can
do
you
know an album is dope. That's when you know an album is whack. When they start like, when they give you like 3 track numbers,
absolutely,
and that's it.
I'm with you.
Okay, so this is
we can do that.
Track 5, okay. All right, so what is your standout track from this?
The first record, Welcome to the Carter. I feel like that's a very, very good record. I like the hip hop record with Big X the Plug. I like that, and I like the 2 Chainz record. I like Loki's theme. I like the Manny Fresh produced record, and I like.
Oh, you like the Manny Fresh produced record?
I do, and I kind of wish that. Hey, I don't do that. I mean, we've had the Manny Fresh conversation. We had the classic Manny Fresh debate, but and I like the last record, Written History. So that's what's that 1, 2. What is that? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I like the Sharks record too, the one with Big Sean. I like that. That's a good record.
How many songs is that?
That's all right. Look, Welcome to the Carter 1. I like I kind of the LL Cool J Flip record. That's cool. That's tolerable. But I wouldn't say I like really think that's a good record. I think Welcome to the Carter is good. I think hip hop is good. Sharks is good. The 2 Chainz record is good. Low Key's theme is good. Like I said, Being Myself with Manny Fresh is good, and Written History is good. So that's 1, 2, 7 records.
How many songs on the album?
There's 18 records. It's 19 technically, but we don't count the first song because he's not rapping on that. So 7 out of 19 is what, Bang? That's under 50%.
Well, 719 is my father's
birthday. Seven out of 18. Excuse me.
That's 7 out of 18.
That's 38% from the field. So that's right there in the trash area. This is right there. It's on the bottom barrel of Lil Wayne albums. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with y'all about that. I'm a big Wayne fan. I still love Wayne, and I still and like I said, there's bright spots on the album. He still shows.
It's about 40%.
40% from the field. He shows that, and a lot of people. I mean, the bad records are really bad though. They're bad, and Wayne still tends to kind of do that shit with the rhyming when he's like he's really mumbling and you can't really understand what the fuck he's saying. And then you could go back and listen to some old Wayne, like Drought 3, Carter 2, you know what I'm saying? When he like really, really rapping, and you can see he's far gone from that. Far gone as far as the rapping ability is concerned. The rapping ability is still there though, but it's still like he steers away from it and just goes into a completely different, you know what I'm saying, zone that I guess he's fallen into when it comes to the rapping. So it's almost kind of like sometimes we be feeling like, is he playing with us? Is he trolling us with the rap style that he kind of like embarks on nowadays? It's kind of crazy because again, like Wayne is still relevant. G, like the past 5 years, he still have had exceptional feature verses. He put out the album with 2 Chainz, the Welcome to Collie Grove, they second collab album together. That was pretty solid. They had good songs on that album. Wayne was rapping really good on there. Like go back and reference Oprah and Gail, the joint with him, 2 Chainz, and Benny the Butcher. That go back and listen to Wayne's verse. That was just 2 years ago. Y'all not gonna sit here and tell me that Wayne still can't rap. But I mean, I think we have to really, really look into like when he's making these projects, who's A&R in this shit? Who's A&R in it? Who is in the studio with Wayne giving him yays and nays? Like, man, Wayne, this might not work. Maybe Wayne, you might want to go in this direction. I feel like if he makes records like Welcome to the Carter or the song with Manny Fresh, if he stays in that area, he can make a really, really solid project. If you listen to the Manny Fresh record, it doesn't sound like anything on that album. It sounds completely like in a different element. So that's just that's my personal opinion on it. What do you feel about it, man? Let me hear what you. I mean, it's just tough to you. You ain't really gotta break it down too much. It's really not good. Not anything. No bright spots. No like, all right, this song is cool. Nothing.
I like the Big X the Plug song.
I like that one too. I enjoy
That's
that
the
record.
one I like.
Okay.
There's the Welcome to the Carter thing. It just felt like AI-ish. It felt like, what's the dude that be on Instagram doing the Instagram, doing the dude that's on Instagram doing the AI like flips. It's the Welcome to the Carter sound like an AI flip.
Okay.
The beats were terrible.
A lot of the beats are very bad.
And let me just say this, right? Because this is part of my question to the audience. It's the question to the listeners, not necessarily for me and you, because we've had this conversation on the show before. But this is specifically for the listeners of the show, whether you're live or whether you are listening to it on the DSPs. Has Lil Wayne aged gracefully as a rapper?
No. It's a tough question.
That's why I said this is more of a question for the audience than it is for us.
Okay.
Like when we look, Wayne is my age. Wayne is 43.
What do you mean when you say age gracefully as a rapper? What do you mean? What do you mean specifically?
Let's look. I'll give you some examples. Nas. As Nas has grown older, he's rapping
very well.
Very well. There's a number of rappers more than ever that are older and they're rapping. Wayne is 43 or will be 43 in September. He's not that old, because if I call Wayne old, I'm calling myself old, and I'm not old. Is he in his prime? No. But do you feel like, and features, here's the thing, features, you ask Wayne to give you 16, he's had an incredible feature run. Let me first say that. Wayne has had a very good feature run where when you listening to Wayne on somebody else's joints, like you listen to Wayne on Tyler, or you listen to Wayne on, I forgot.
Wayne rapped excellent on Nas's last project with Hit Boy, like on Magic 3. He rapped well on that.
Wayne 16.
Well
Wayne 16. Just come in the booth, give me 16, boom. Wayne's there. But I'm talking about Project Wayne. I'm talking about 316 bar verses and a hook. I just got a question that I'm not willing to answer right now because I'm not going to base it off of one album. But I wonder if the question about Wayne is really, is he aging gracefully when it comes to rap?
Well, I would, if I was to answer that, I would say no, because it's not consistent. It's the raps, the good raps aren't consistent. It's like a seesaw. Good raps here, then there's bad raps, bad songs. You know, it's not, and that's where he's is, and that's where I think he is with this album, with the Carter 6. It's very inconsistent. Like as far as sound wise, it's all over the place. And the raps are all over the place. You can't like he raps good on one record, then he turns around on another record and he's like saying some shit we can barely understand. So yeah, I would say no then if it comes to that. And I think Brando just said the same thing. He said, and the reason why is Wayne is a space cadet. He's good in spurts. That makes
right.
There you go.
And that's probably why my question, I mean, not the space cadet part, but Wayne has been saying for a while now that he don't really pay attention to shit.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't. He's expressed that plenty of times.
He's expressed that plenty of times. And to me, in order for you to really, you got to be current. And I don't necessarily believe that to be true, first of all. I don't necessarily believe that Wayne is so much in his own world that he don't know what's going on around him. But that's my thing. It's like, I'll use this example when it comes to Wayne. Because I know somebody like first of all, like shout out to B Dot, right? Like I saw B Dot on Twitter really going back and forth with people about this Wayne album and just Wayne in general. And he talked about his feature runs. So I'm gonna use this in a sports term. When it comes to Lil Wayne, and you're a baseball player, you watch baseball, you love baseball. So I'm gonna use this analogy for Wayne. Is Wayne that rapper late in his career that can still start for you 9 innings? And
Wayne is
wait. Let me
go ahead.
Is Wayne or I'll even put it in basketball terms to make it even better for everybody, right? Is Wayne a person that can still start for you, give you 35 minutes, but might not be where he was, but he still can start and give you quality minutes? Or is he ring chasing at this point? I'll give you a perfect example. Is he Jason Kidd with the Knicks? Or Jason Kidd with Dallas? Like late in his career? Or is he the former star who ends up winning a ring with somebody? Or is he Vince Carter?
Hold on, look. I think you had it better with baseball. You want to know why?
Okay, so wait a minute. So let me do the baseball analogy then, real quick. I want to set it. I just want to set it up for you. Is Wayne that batter that can still bat 5th or 6th in the lineup, still batting 275, giving you 20, 25 home runs, 80 RBIs? Or at this point in his career, is he playing DH? Or shit, is he like homie on Major League who fucked up his knee getting out the bat? Like, who is he? If you he
ain't Dorn. He ain't Roger Dorn.
Yeah, is he Roger Dorn? Like,
look, right? You said I think Wayne at this point, when it comes to baseball, he's a DH. He's Trout. Giancarlo Stanton. He's Stanton. You know, he can still hit bombs, but he ain't getting to second base. He only hitting singles. You know what I'm saying? And then he either hitting the bombs or hitting singles or he's striking out. One or the other. It ain't really too much of nothing. The legs are gone. You know what I'm saying? He's still good for power though. The upper body is still good. He can still hit it out the park if he connect. But other than that, he playing DH. He's not even playing in the field. Not playing.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a designated hitter. He's a designated hitter on the team. He come in, who you could rely on to, you know what I'm saying, hit homers.
So let me even break it down like this even more, just to see where we at. Now that we got American League and National League, both got DHs. Because you do got people like Edgar Martinez made it to the Hall of Fame as a DH.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Parker is somebody that I think he's in the Hall of Fame now, and most of his career was a DH. Is he a DH or is he a pinch hitter? He come in.
No. Wayne can play. Wayne is still good to be a DH because at the end of the day, still though, Wayne is like that wily vet. that's still he's still productive.
He's a wily vet. He's a wily vet.
He's a wily vet, but he's one of those wily vets who could give you an occasional 30 piece.
He's Mario Allen.
I wouldn't even say that. He's a little better
in
than
basketball.
that.
In basketball terms, who is Lil Wayne right now?
Somebody said, who said B-Dot say KD?
Nah, I ain't gonna know.
Cause
I won't say that.
I mean, he not PJ Tucker or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a. I'm trying to see what wily vets do we have in it. He like I wouldn't even say Draymond. I tell you, he could give you the KD. They might KD. Might spot on. KD might spot on. I don't know.
You have to because if you telling me he's a DH, he's coming in like
you could DH and still make the All-Star team though. You know what I'm saying? You could DH and make the All-Star team. Like I said, you could DH and hit 30 home runs.
Because I would say basketball wise, I think he's Vince Carter.
Like Vince Carter on that end run, like when he was playing with the Atlanta Hawks.
Like when he's on that end run, when he was with Dallas and when he was at Atlanta, and he was still out there hooping.
Yeah,
he might not have. He gave it to you in spurts.
It's like you say in spurts.
Like KD, look, KD giving it to you more in spurts, more than spurts. Pause.
Right.
Like KD's still out here averaging more than a dub. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he's out here, and that's why I think baseball might be the better analogy. Right. If you tell me that Lil Wayne can still like do some things in spurts, he can't start in the field. He can't play first base.
Yeah. Baseball is better. He's a designated hitter. He's a designated hitter that can give you 25 to 30 home runs.
Bingo.
25 to 30 home runs. So, but he's not hitting above 250. He's hitting, like I said, he's either hitting dingers or he's striking out. It's one or the other. It's a 230, 240.
Albert Pujols. We go.
Albert Pujols on the back end. Yep. Albert Pujols on the back end.
Wayne, so you're basically telling me that Lil Wayne is Albert Pujols.
That's good.
With the Angels.
Absolutely.
Got that long ass contract.
Yep.
He was nice
Jim
as hell
Toby.
at the beginning.
He better than Jim Toby. He ain't Jim Toby. Jim Toby was.
That's why I said Albert Pujols. So
Albert Pujols. I give you Albert Pujols.
He was one of the best. He got a championship. He was an MVP.
Yeah.
He got that contract with the Angels. Started off good, slowly went down. But you can't get rid of him. So you DH him.
Yeah.
But we got Mike Trout that's on the team there too. That's because I don't want to say Jim Tomey or Adam Dunn because none of them are MVPs. Well, Jim Tomey, I think, is the closest to like. But if we talking about Lil Wayne at his height, you can say he's like an Albert Pujols type. If you want to give him a player that was actually like nice, y'all.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say, y'all. I'm about to say Wayne got MVPs. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Show the man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, show the man some respect, G. Like, it's like I'm saying, there's still bright spots on here. That's why it's like it's not necessarily is it just him. It's like who's A&R and who's the people that's around him. I don't know. Is it in a time in his career where you can say, hey, Wayne, it's cool that we can just stay in this one direction. Like if we stay in this one direction where we making records with Manny Fresh for the majority of this album, that's cool. Like Manny Fresh clearly has a different sound than he had 15 to 20 years ago. The sound is completely different now. Like these productions, he had a record on Wayne's last studio album, Funeral. I don't know if anybody remember, but it's a record called Mahogany. And that's clearly one of the best records on that album as well. And that album is bad. The Carter 6 is better than Funeral. And people probably listening to this right now and saying, what album was that? What Funeral? I don't even remember that exactly. That's how bad it was. But it had a record with Manny Fresh on it, and it was titled Mahogany, and that was a great record. So it kind of gave you that, like maybe, you know what I'm saying? He could lock in with Manny Fresh. You know what I'm saying? On like maybe 50% of a project that you could get a clear sound. But the album is just all over the place. All over the place. That's what it really is, because there's good records on here, but there's bad records on here. So I'm going to give Wayne grace, though, because I appreciate the songs that are good. Who said let that man cover Weezer? See, that's the problem right there. Like Wayne, and Wayne feels like because he touched that rock element already, that he's actually in there. You know what I'm saying? Because he put out a rock album, it wasn't good, but you know he feels like he can endure that. And and I don't agree with it. That's what I'm saying. It's just all over the place type of project. There's no direction. There's no clear sound. It's just a bunch of like certain songs with good raps and certain songs with bad raps and bad beats. So sounds just like an all over the place project. It doesn't really feel like Wayne is taking it seriously. He kind of just throwing shit at the core fans, and they gonna love it or not, but they still gonna go see him on tour because he's going on tour. And and I think that's that. So that's my whole take on it. I still love Wayne, and I think
let's narrow this down right here. If we're looking at Lil Wayne right now, with what we heard with the Carter 6, not the best album. Got some bright spots in your opinion. 40% of the album is good. Rest of it is trash. If we're making the sports analogy, we confirming that we consider Wayne to be the Albert Pujols.
He's in his Albert Pujols stage.
That back in Angels career where shit just ain't working out.
He's trying to hit 700 home runs. He's trying to get to 700 home runs. That's what he's trying to do right now.
It's rough getting there, though.
He going to get there, but you know what I'm saying? Again, he's going to go 0 for 4, 0 for 5, then 1 for 5 with the home. Yeah, it's going to be nasty work getting there.
He batting 205, but he got 20 home runs.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where Wayne is at in his career right now.
Okay. I would, like, if this was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I think a conversation around are rappers able to age gracefully and rap would be something. But I think because of Nas, because of Jay-Z, and in some respects, Cameron, in fact.
That's respectable, DG. Miguel Cabrera. It could be Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera, like I said, he was one of those players with the Detroit Tigers at the end of the season. He wasn't even really hitting dingers. He was just a straight up.
He was there.
Singles. Like, yeah, like he'll go 2 for 4, but 2 singles. He wasn't hitting no extra base hits. He was barely, if he did hit a home run, it was barely going over the fence. That's kind of, that's another good analogy right there. Like one of those type of players. He went out gracefully, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I shout out to Albert Pujols. He went out gracefully as well. It wasn't injuries that actually took him out. They retired on their own, you know what I'm saying, their own merit. And I respect that. So I don't know if that's where Wayne is. That's a good comparison though. He could be there. We can do that too.
Yeah, that's what I want. I just wanted to make sure of.
Yep, Bang. I think that's a good analogy. I think Wayne is really at that point where it's like, hey, I'm gonna go out here and just do the bare minimum, and and leave it at that. That's where Wayne is in his career. So, no. I lost you, Bang. I lost you.
Oh, my bad. I'm just gonna ask it. Like, I'm gonna change the question. Do we want our rappers to age gracefully? Like, do we even want them to? Is there a world where you look at your rappers and you say, hey, I want this from them. I want them to age gracefully. I want them to be that.
I would say, yeah. Like I would say, like, if you're in a situation where you're gonna continue to rap and you're at an older age, I think Nas is the perfect example of re-imaging himself, locking in with one sound, and making great projects with Hit Boy. Though all those albums he put out with Hit Boy were good, great, whatever you want to call it, but nothing that he put out with Hit Boy was under average. LL Cool J put out a dope album. I didn't listen to that album, Brando. I couldn't. I was scared to listen to that album.
See, here's why.
You know what album I listened to? No, you know what? That's a perfect. I'm glad he said that. But you know who just put out an album and I did skim through it? Will Smith. And it's terrible. That's what I don't want to hear.
I wasn't gonna do that ever.
I don't know what made me listen to the Will Smith album, but I listened to it
For
and it was bad.
podcast purposes.
And and we didn't even talk about it, but it was bad though. It was bad.
See,
I didn't listen to LL's project though. I was scared. I'm scared.
This is the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. See, I ain't listened to the LL project. I ain't listened to the Will Smith project. I listened to the not because I didn't want to. It just wasn't on my mind. I'll probably listen to it now. I always listen to Nas projects now. Y'all ain't gotta believe me. um, the rappers that I grew up listening to, I listened to them, right? Um, I don't know if rappers are allowed to age gracefully because people are always going to want to remember them by what they used to be. I always want to remember this rapper as this person, this what they used to do.
Yeah.
All of that shit. Like people don't want to remember Jay-Z, even though 444 to me was an incredible album. You don't want to remember Jay-Z with 444. You want to remember Jay-Z for Blueprint. You want to remember him for for Reasonable Doubt and all of that stuff. You don't necessarily want to have conversations about the older work. When people talk about Nas, they still talk about
Illmatic. It was written.
Still talk about it was written. They still talk about the old work.
Yeah.
People don't want to necessarily talk about the new work. So I don't know if rappers, not that they're allowed to, I just don't think people want to discuss the newer stuff. So it's hard for me to sit here and say that rappers are allowed to age. Because look, when it comes to other forms of music, people like get excited about, and this let me start over. When it comes to other forms of music, people as they get older, when they see some of the people that they grow up with are releasing music, they get excited about it. We mentioned on this podcast a couple of times how Tony Bennett, old ass, would announce he's dropping an album, some collab albums with some other artists, and older white people get excited. Oh, Tony Bennett's still doing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's older artists that release work and people get excited. But by that time, it's about the art. It ain't about anything else. It's about the art. You really want to, it ain't, oh, I really want to hear what insert artist here is talking about. No, like you just happy that they out here performing still and they doing the stuff and you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
And I think with other forms of music, people appreciate it more. There's like Buddy Guy could drop a blues album today and the blues community would be like, oh shit, Buddy dropping another album. I'm not saying that Buddy has lost a step or anything like that, but he's an older person in his late 80s, fam. And people still get excited about him dropping music. He's in his late 80s and you saw him in Sinners and you was like, oh man. I think in other forms of music, people get excited when the OGs drop music and they continue to drop music and continue to drop music. It was a dude that won a Grammy. I was a blues guy. I can't remember my man's name. But he won a Grammy and people were excited. Rappers don't get that same luxury. And they're nowhere near the age of some of these people. Rappers don't get that luxury. And if they do end up dropping something nice, people are shocked.
Yeah.
But here's the difference. Those people still care about their craft. Those people in those other genres still care about their craft and putting out quality work. I don't think Tony Bennett would have released the album if he didn't think that shit was going to be good. I don't think that Buddy Guy would still be out here performing if he didn't think that it was going to be good. I don't think that is the case. However, with rap, I don't know if that's the case with some people. LL Cool J wasn't dropping the album if he didn't think it was going to be good. Neither is Will Smith. Now, If it does come out good or not is open to interpretation. Jay-Z's not gonna drop an album if he don't think it's good. Common's not gonna drop an album with Pete Rock if he don't think it's gonna be good. But
I wouldn't
that's
even
also
consider.
because they working on. But that's also because they working on their craft. And
Yeah.
I'm not so sure for an album purpose. For album purposes, maybe Wayne is just not into it as much as other people want him to be. And he ain't really dropping the album to say he's the greatest rapper alive since the greatest rapper retired. He's dropping the album just to have fun and drop some music.
That's
And
what I
that's
feel like.
something and I think that's a lot of thing. That's the main thing that people need to understand. This is the main thing that I think people need to understand. I don't think Wayne dropped this album to show he still got it. I don't think Lil Wayne dropped this album to show he's the best rapper alive since the greatest rapper retired. I don't think he did anything like that for any of those reasons. I think that Wayne dropped an album simply because he has some stuff on him, he has some stuff in his head, and he wanted to get it out. And as simple as that. And whether you like the album or not, I don't think Wayne cares. But if this was Wayne in 2005, Wayne would be like, nah, Jack, I'm about to show y'all I got it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference with this album, which is why I'm not going to necessarily call it so whack or anything like that. I'm just going to say that Wayne dropped an album that he felt like he just need to get his joints off. And that's it.
And in the midst of it, if y'all like some of the records, y'all do. If you don't like some of them, you don't. It could be a mixture. And it is to me, it's a mixture. But I mean, to piggyback off what you were saying about rappers aging gracefully, like some of my favorite rappers haven't aged gracefully. You could say like Wayne, like you said, to answer your question, Wayne's not aging gracefully. This is not back end Wayne. It's not consistent. You could say Kanye. Kanye hasn't aged gracefully when it comes to rapping, making music in general. Wayne just doesn't rap. He, you know what I'm saying, he produces as well. And we can really say that anything that's been on the back end of his career doesn't live up to even being closely good as to any of the stuff in the earlier stages of Kanye. And that's why I kind of like, I wish Hove would drop, but then I could see why he don't need to. Like, you ended with 444. It's like, all right, that's cool. I honestly do feel like Jay-Z will drop again because I feel like he has a lot to say just based off everything that he's went through these past few years. And a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying, criticizing him about the Super Bowl and, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, putting his name into that Diddy shit. There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of good raps.
Here's why I disagree with you.
Yeah.
Here's the only reason why I disagree with you. Because I think Hove feels what I'm about to say. And I might be wrong. Why do I need to drop if y'all gonna consistently critique me like I'm 2000 Jay-Z?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like at this point, if I'm rapping, I'm not rapping to prove I'm the best because in a lot of people's opinion, I'm the greatest rapper of all time. So when I drop this project, y'all are gonna be talking from the standpoint of I'm the greatest rapper of all time, so this album needs to be the greatest album of all time, and it's probably not. So why do I have to deal with that stress? Why do I have to deal with that? And that's why I say people don't allow rappers to age gracefully.
And I can say I'm part of that too, because when I do listen to a Lil Wayne, like I listen to this Lil Wayne album, bro, and then I could say, damn, Joe, he really sound bad on this shit. Let me go back and listen to the Drought 3 so I could remember why I still love this nigga. Like why I'll never turn my back on him, regardless of how bad this shit is. And like when you go into a project, you really, and then I think Brando said it too. Like I think a lot of expectations are high when you connect, when you connect this to the Carter series. Now you got the expectations are going to be high because you named this album the Carter 6. So I'm going to need this to live up to the hype of the Carter series because
But see, that's why I disagree with y'all too. Because
but
to me, the
but I'm
Carter,
saying I think that's what people go into, and I don't
no,
think
I'm
that's
just
what he
saying
said
that's
he
what
was
I think.
doing. But that's
But
people
see,
like you
that's why I
attaching
think.
it to it.
Yeah, that's why I
Motherfuckers'
think people
expectations be
fucked up
high.
in the first place. Because I don't think the Carter series been good since Carter 3.
Carter 4 was good. I think Carter 4 was.
Whatever.
I like 5. I like 5 and 4. But I mean, nonetheless, I mean, to each his own.
Whatever. Like
Yeah,
what on this one, I'll give you what you listen to. Don't make me bop.
there you go.
The Carter series has gone downhill for me since Carter 3. And here's how I'm gonna state this, Mike. When you talk, I'm talking about quality and legend status.
Yeah.
In order for me to agree with you, Carter 4 would have to be the best one in the series. To me, Carter 1 is the best one in the series. And Carter 2 is a close second. A very close second. And you can argue between 1 and 2 which one is better. And I wouldn't say you are wrong in any way. But after that, it's just a whole bunch of Carter albums to get y'all hyped because it's a Carter album. It is at to me, when we get to 3, the use of the word Carter in the album title is a promotional tool.
Yep.
But to me, Wayne was hungry. Carter 1, Carter 2. By the time we get to Carter 3, he know how to get y'all. He ain't got to work hard. Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
By the time we get to Carter 3, oh, I know how to get y'all. But Carter 1 and Carter 2, can't nobody tell me Wayne, Hungry Wayne, is anything past Carter 2.
But you got to understand too, when Carter 3 came out, Carter 3 leaked 2 weeks early. But you got to remember, right before Carter 3, Wayne was putting out so much music and he was attaching Carter 3 to it. Like we thought, like it was so many mixtapes coming out.
I know
that were like unofficial mixtapes, but that's Hungry Wayne because those were great songs that didn't make the Carter 3.
Jack, I'm telling you.
I think respectfully disagree with you on that.
Hear me
Carter
out.
3?
Hear what I just said.
I hear what you're saying.
There's Hungry Wayne and there's I Know How to Get Y'all.
I get what you're saying. You can say that with Carter 4. Carter 4, I get you. You can say that.
Hear what I'm about to say. I think I Know How to Get Y'all Wayne is better than Hungry Wayne. Because Hungry Wayne was trying hard to get y'all. He wanted to prove something. Wayne at his freest is just one of the GOATs to me. Damn. All right, y'all, before we do this, damn. He said the news just broke. Oh, man, fam. I'm still going to use the reportedly, allegedly. But reportedly, allegedly... Go tell mom. Reportedly, allegedly, Ananda Lewis has passed away. Reportedly, allegedly, we've been seeing some stuff on the social and everything, and B. Dot, feel free to tweet me that link when you see it. But reportedly, allegedly, man, Ananda Lewis has passed away. For those who are OGs like us, Ananda Lewis was reportedly, allegedly, Ananda Lewis was, well, not reportedly, allegedly, she passed, but reportedly passed. But Ananda Lewis has been in our hearts and our minds for years. She was the host of Teen Summit back in the early 90s. She was a personality on BET. She's personality on MTV. She is somebody who like all of the homies loved. Also, she had announced a couple of years ago that she had breast cancer, stage 2. She wanted to do it, I believe, like organically, whatever, and it went to stage 4. She talked about the problems when it comes to that, but Ananda Lewis has reportedly passed away at 52 years old. Um, man, it's like when you see something like that, fam, it's like your childhood. It's just like your childhood is 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 just hitting.
Yeah.
Like when you're losing people the way that you're losing people. Um, but yeah, that's messed up. When I saw that news today, when I saw that news like right before we started podding,
Mm-hmm.
I had saw one of my OGs. Shouts out to Madeline Woods, um, former BT personality. Um, she was mentioned on one of the Tribe Called Quest joints. Got the goods like Madeline Woods. And I was just seeing that, and I was like, damn, because they work together.
Yeah.
Um, but like breast cancer, stage 4. Condolences to the family. Her sister posted on her Facebook page. I was, somebody had sent it. I didn't know if that was officially her or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
man, the Nanda Lewis, a lot of people's first crushes too.
Absolutely, bro. TV crushes when you watch, like back then when we was watching TRL, and say she was like she filled in on TRL on MTV. I think she did MTV News sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, Teen Summit on BET, obviously. So like, man, like she's one of the OG pioneers. Like, what I'm saying, she one of the ones that, what I'm saying, got you into watching those, what I'm saying, music video shows. And just, if you was an MTV BT guy, you saw Nana Lewis and you already knew like what time it was. Like, she one of the ones. You wouldn't get her, you wouldn't get a free, you wouldn't get like a Roxy. What I'm saying? You wouldn't get all of the other, what I'm saying, ones that came after her without her. What I'm saying? She one of the ones. So, what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Ananda Lewis, man. Crazy.
yeah. So, yeah, Teen Summit, Teen Summit, matter of fact, just to see the reported passing of Ananda Lewis, and the BET Awards, the transition,
Mm-hmm.
the BET Awards being what, on Monday, and just seeing the reported passing of Ananda Lewis, it's like damn, and the 45th anniversary
Yeah.
of BET.
Yeah.
Um, it's like dang,
Crazy timing.
these it's just like these timing is crazy. But let's talk about the BET Awards. I want to talk about something specific about the BET Awards too.
Yeah.
Um, I was today years old learning that Mariah Carey never won a BET award.
For real?
I did not know.
A lot of people did consider Mariah Carey. She don't make. She's black technically,
What?
but she never actually made anything. Like, she got the one black album. You know what I'm saying? Remember we talked about the black
Her
album.
album's been black since Butterfly.
Butterfly was the black album though, the one that's
Yeah,
black.
yeah.
Everything else been kind of on the popping side for Mariah Carey.
Emancipation of Mimi black.
Black people like it, but
That's a black album.
I agree with you.
The first one,
But I
like
think
with
the
Vision
masses,
of Love,
Vision of Love, yeah.
then the
Like,
Daydreamer,
yeah, but they wasn't gonna have BT Awards.
Mariah Carey started being black when she did the joint with Old Dirty Bastard. We know this. We know.
Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase that. Starting to put out culture music.
Yeah.
Is what I'll put.
So I didn't know that either. Has she? I'm sure she's been nominated though.
I'm sure
Plenty of times. I'm sure she's been nominated, but she's never won. Which is, that's kind of crazy. BT might have dropped the ball on that one. I mean, it's cool that they still, gave her flowers and everything like that, but not winning a BT award from Mariah Carey is kind of crazy. But I mean, I don't know. I got to go back and look at some of the categories she was nominated in. I'm gonna have to do my research.
Yeah, because go look while we're doing this. Go look at this because
let me see.
When I was sitting here watching the show, and somebody said that this was her first BT award, I was like, how? When?
Did she say that or somebody else said that?
She
said I didn't. I kind of like. Look, I kind of was in and out on her speech. I was flipping the channels when she was giving her speech.
Yeah, they had said that yes, this was her first BET award, and Jermaine Dupri did an interview with the Morning Hustle, L'Oreal from the Morning Hustle, um, and and he he felt like Mariah Carey doesn't get a lot of respect from the culture. And I was sitting there like, at first I was sitting there like, I know you taking up for your girl and all, whatever. But then when I was like, she didn't win a BET award, it's like, how?
But you got to remember too, her first albums, like the first few albums, like Vision, like you know, what I'm saying those first ones, like BT Awards wasn't around then. So when they
Right.
started doing BT Awards
In
you
2000.
gotta, yeah. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Hold on, let me look.
Man, 2000.
Let me look up Mariah Carey real quick. See what's going on.
Because I'm sitting there thinking one of them Jermaine Dupri joints should have won. One of them Jermaine, Shake It Off. What About Us?
Cheap. I got you.
Like, she must have had some very tough people in that category.
Oh, Wikipedia page. They're supposed to have all of this shit. How they don't got all of this shit on here? List. Maybe I'm just Google BET nominations.
Is that Googleable? Like,
List. All right, here we go. I got it. Now I found it. Here we go. Mariah Carey. Where the fuck is did she even get nominated for BET Awards? Okay, here we go. BET Awards 2005. Best Female R&B Artist. She was nominated for a Viewer's Choice Award. And she was nominated 2006 for a Viewer's Choice. And 2008, she was nominated for Best Female R&B Artist again. At the BET Awards. That was, let me see. She ain't even really been nominated, G, for BET Awards that much. Like, if I'm looking at this correctly, I'm looking at it right. I only see 3 BET Award nominations. If I'm looking at this correctly, I don't see
many
3
BET Awards.
She got, I'm looking at it correctly, she got 3 BET Award nominations. That's it, bro. She got 3. She was nominated in 2005, 2006, and 2008. 2 times for Best Female R&B Artist and 1 Viewer's Choice.
Okay. I just had to hit the AI. According to Wikipedia entry on Mariah Carey Awards and nominations, she has been nominated for at least 4 BET Awards. These nominations for the years 2006, 2008, and... Okay, that's got to be wrong because they said 1991.
Yeah, 2005, 2006, 2008.
The entries of the list of songs is Don't Forget About Us is the recent nomination.
Don't Forget About Us was a Viewer's Choice nomination.
Yeah. Don't forget to note that Mariah Carey recently received her first BET Award. It was the Ultimate Icon. This is like Spike Lee not winning an Oscar until he got like the Lifetime Achievement.
I'm trying to tell you, fam. I don't think BET was wrong, bro.
Now,
they wasn't giving her the respect as an actual R&B artist. G.
Now let me just say this: I am one of those people that be like, yo, you got to look at the people in the category. You can't just say, oh man, this person ain't never won no Grammy, because when or Oscar or whatever like that. Because when people be quick to be like, oh man, this person didn't win this, and then you look at the categories like, yeah, you wasn't gonna win Snoop. You wasn't gonna win a Grammy that year. What are we talking about?
All right, look, during the BET Awards era, excuse me, because the BET Awards era 2005 was the Emancipation of Mimi. Everybody say that's a black album. Then she put out Emancipation 2.
Butterfly. Don't forget about Butterfly.
Butterfly was 1997. They wasn't doing the BET Awards. You got to remember the BET Awards.
My bad.
Remember BET Awards. So like
Breakdown should have won some.
Breakdown is on Butterfly. That was in 97.
Breakdown is my favorite Mariah Carey song.
So you gotta, but look,
probably because of Bone.
She didn't put anything else out really, like so. She didn't really put nothing out. Let me see. What was on this album? Emancipation 2. Touch My Body. Touch Me. You nominating Touch My Body? You remember Touch My Body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They wasn't fucking with Mariah Carey on the black side. You know what I'm saying? We Belong Together, Shake It Off. Those are good, solid records as far as like, yeah, BET Awards should have been, yeah. But other than that, bro, that's it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
That's it. Obsessed. The Eminem diss. That's
Does Mariah Carey deserve more respect from the culture, or does she has it?
I think she has it, but I'm saying though, like Mariah Carey was in rotation on 106 in Park and you know what I'm saying, all of that shit, like Cedar's World, you know what I'm saying? They was playing her videos, G. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the accolades, they
But
wasn't
do
giving her
she
the
get the
accolades.
respect? Does Mariah Carey didn't even get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like
Mariah
she didn't get in.
She'll get in eventually.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, why? I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, Mariah Carey is a first ballot member of this joint.
She'll get in.
What are y'all talking about here?
From the black community, bro, I don't know. It might be an argument that Mariah Carey doesn't cater to the black sound. Technically, I don't know, bro. I'm just telling you what the masses are saying. I totally give her the utmost respect. I love Mariah Carey. Love early Mariah Carey.
If Mariah Carey was dark skinned, would we be talking about her differently?
We wouldn't be talking about this, G. We wouldn't be talking about this at all, bro. We wouldn't be talking about this. It's like Mariah Carey, it's like that. I'm a pop artist. I'm gonna give the niggas a little bit, but I'm gonna go to that pop money though. I think she just made business decisions when it came to her music, G. That's just what it
part
is.
of the reason why Mariah Carey might not get the respect she deserves from the culture is All I Want for Christmas Is You.
You said, so wait, repeat that question. I was reading one of the comments. What'd you say?
Is the main reason why we might not respect her as a culture is because All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Not me personally, maybe everybody else, because everybody know when Christmas time come around, everybody start like, oh damn, all I want for Christmas is you again.
Because I'm about to ask you a question.
We can't let that.
The culture loves Donny Hathaway this Christmas. We don't necessarily have to hear Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Christmas time comes, there's two songs that we know and we get excited about for Christmas. It is Donny Hathaway This Christmas and The Temptations Silent Night. We want to hear that. Yeah. Is Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas Is You when Christmas becomes irritating?
To the black community, possibly. And people don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that, like I said, Mariah Carey, she made business decisions when it came to her hit records. All right? All her hit records, pop, majority of them. No, not the early Mariah Carey. But on that back end during the BET Awards era, hey, we got business decision Mariah Carey. G. Nothing that she made, was possible for her to like carry up a BET award. Like, hey, Mariah Carey should win this BET award because this music is just that good. It wasn't presented like that. I don't know. It is what it is. But we can't fault Mariah. But Mariah Carey deserves the Icon Award, though. Got to give her an Icon Award because she Mariah Carey. Again, when BET played videos, Mariah Carey videos came on. All her videos came on. So BT gave her plenty of run. I could tell you that for sure because I was a heavy BT video watcher. So I know for a fact they was playing all her videos. She was on 106 in Park. She was number one, on them shows and just getting her video played randomly throughout the day. So we not going to do that. But when it came to the accolades, though, she'll get nominated a couple times, but that's it, though. You know what I'm saying? I bet you she got more MTV Video Music Awards than BET Awards. You want me to go check?
Go check.
Let me check real quick. Hold on, man. Let me see. Mariah Carey MTV nomination. Let me see. Mariah Carey MTV Video Music Awards. Let's see. How many videos? She got 5. No, I'm sorry, my fault. I read that wrong. How many?
She got 6 Grammys. She got 14 Billboard Music Awards, 10 American. Hey, the AMAs is the worst award show.
Yeah,
Period. Yeah. Eminem won best.
Yeah, and you know how much I love Eminem, but he didn't deserve that shit.
Over Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, he didn't give it to
Dick Clark need to come back from the grave and be like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all out here embarrassing me, Jack. Y'all doing this, y'all embarrassing me. I ain't no way in hell that Eminem should have won Rapper of the Year this year or any year past
MTV
when he was
Video
responding.
Music. You know what? I stand corrected. She has not won MTV Video. She has not won a Moon Man. Mariah Carey has not won a Moon Man. She's been nominated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times for a Moon Man. Would you like to know the videos?
Yes.
Best R&B video, One Sweet Day with Boys to Men. Didn't win.
Oh, that shit. That
Honey Remix, best female video. I Know What You Want with Busta Rhymes, best video. Didn't win. We Belong Together, one of her biggest records. Didn't win for best female video. Shake It Off, best R&B video. Touch My Body, best female video. And Big Energy with Lotto. No. Huh? So she didn't win the MTV Video Music Awards either, bang, if you want to really look at it that way.
So I'm going to ask this question again. Does she get... Does Mariah Carey get the respect she deserves?
Like DG just said, she won 2 Vanguard Awards. Vanguard Awards are like, that's like a
lifetime achievement.
That's like a lifetime achievement award. So they not giving her the shit that she's nominated up against other artists. She's literally just like, hi, here, we know you great, but you know, we be fucking up by not giving you the award, so we gonna give you this. But she might be a little disrespected, man. I don't know. She got 5 Grammys though. 5, which is kind of crazy because she like on the all-time list of number ones. She only got 5 Grammys. So I don't know. Man.
I'm going to say that the way we just looked at these awards, Mariah Carey just might be underrated. She just might be underrated.
Damn.
Because I'll say this right now.
The accolades ain't matching up.
It ain't. It's not. I was extremely shocked that she never won a BET award. I'm even more shocked that she don't have a Moon Man for a category award. She has the Vanguard Award. I am very shocked at that.
Yeah.
I'm taken aback.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here thinking that she got a mantle of the big ones.
Yeah.
She don't. I'm very shocked.
She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
She got 6 Grammys.
6. Hold on. She got 5 Grammys, 6, 7. I'm counting the AMAs. She got 7 American, I think 6 or 7 American Music Awards. Like she has trophies, but you would think that it would be a little bit more based on like who we really talking about right now. Like we're talking about Mariah Carey here. You know, artist with the most number ones ever. Like only holding 5 Grammys, 6 American Music Awards, no BET awards, no MTV awards. Like she's not even winning the commercial awards. Like that's kind of crazy though. So, hey, shout out to Mariah Carey. I'm glad BET gave her some flowers though, and which brought up a great point. Like she didn't win any BET awards, but you really look at her discography on the back end. That's when the BET awards was a thing, and she wasn't making anything that was like matching up to the field. You know, as far as like the other winners is concerned when it came to the BET awards. So I kind of get it in that sense. But overall though, shout out to the BET Awards, man. I think they did a good job this year. I think it was kind of crazy that they did it on a Monday though. I don't think that's ever happened before. They aired on a Monday. But you know what I'm saying, the 106 & Park tribute was great. The performances was great. We had Ashanti out there, we had Jim Jones out there, we had Maya. I know Bang appreciated that. We had
so real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what Miriam has said, and she got a good point. She's like remember, people wasn't rocking, like the black community wasn't really rocking with her music like Whitney used to, because her first single, Vision of Love, it was a real slow one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too. Like it was a real slow one and everything too. So no, I get it. Hey, look, I get it. But once we get to Butterfly, once we once we get to Puff and Mace,
Look, yo, I'm not gonna laugh at anything Puff did prior to 2000 and anything in the 90s. I don't think Puff was a freak man in the 90s. He just once he found Cassie, that's when he turned into a freak man. That's 2006. So we ain't so anything prior to 2000, we good. We don't no puffy jokes.
Saying,
no puffy jokes for the 99s.
Once she divorced Tommy Mottola, she was on the plane with Puff in the Honey remix.
Yeah.
Once we heard Mace rapping.
Yeah.
Once we heard Mace rapping, things was a little different. But once we get to that time, though, she's black. The black side is there. Once we get to the other part, they there.
Yeah. Hey man, it's like a thin line with Mariah Carey. She's like, is she black? She white? She making pop? Is she making R&B? It's kind of like it's always been like that with her music. It's not really solidified to what genre she is, what genre music she's catering to. It's just kind of was like it's hit or miss. R&B, hit or miss pop. You know, she just always treaded that line. So it's difficult to really put her. You never really was able to put Mariah Carey in a certain box. It's kind of like, you know, hey, might be R&B, might be pop, might be hip hop, this and that. But Butterfly is her most blackest album though. So if
Emancipation to Mimi,
Emancipation and Butterfly, those are the two
because
the two R&B hip hop driven sounds.
Yeah, because Butterfly still had a lot of pop elements to it too. Like that was the blend.
Yeah,
that was the blend between the two. That was the we slowly coming over, y'all. We slowly coming over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But after Emancipation though, and then she put out Emancipation too. And then it really wasn't, it's just pop after that. So like she hasn't really put out too many more albums after Emancipation. Like that were memorable. So but nonetheless though, shout out to Mariah Carey. She's a goat.
Look,
and she deserved her icon award.
Yeah, all I'm saying, like once she got around the Brat and Jermaine Dupri, and she was in Atlanta a lot.
Yeah,
like she was in Atlanta a lot and that thing. She was popping up on shit. No, she started. What was that MTV Cribs episode? I think she messing around with Anderson .Paak now.
Yeah, she definitely running around with Anderson .Paak. So shout out to him.
Like, and we don't even give him a lot of credit in the community.
I mean, I think, well, that's a whole nother conversation, but I feel like his moment is coming. Like, you know, he'll make that one record that'll get him over.
I mean, he made the shit with Bruno Mars.
Yeah, and that was great. That was a great project, and they put out great songs. But I think it just hasn't it hasn't transitioned to him being like a solo superstar yet. Like we know he got the superstar potential, like you know what I'm saying, with the music. Like we know that. But
Miriam said, "Leave Mariah Carey alone." Jim.
I don't know. Tell her I love Mariah Carey.
He loves Mariah Carey.
No Mariah Carey slander from me. I love Mariah. I'm just speaking for the people, what the masses might see, and that's the reason why she ain't been able to get the accolades that she's probably supposed to get. Is because of how people view her music. You know what I'm saying? Like, what genre is she? Is she catering to me? Is she catering to them? What is it? So, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mariah nonetheless. I love Mariah.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem. I never slander Mariah Carey, ever.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is ain't no slander Mariah Carey podcast here. This episode. I'm just really shocked that she has not gotten the honors from us or others.
Yeah.
Really threw me off. All right, man, a couple of joints before we get out of here, because I definitely got a lot of breaking news to hit up. Keith Sweat.
What Keith Sweat do, babe? I'm not in the loop on any Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat went on a rant.
Hey,
at
you
a
was wild for
concert.
posting that post in the group though, and then people started answering. I was like, wait a second. When you reposted that, you was like, name 5 classic Keith Sweat songs.
No, look, I'm
I
not
was
no
about to say,
hater.
at first I was like, wait, he trolling or is he serious? And I hate the fact that I actually put
Whoa.
5 songs in there because I know Bang for sure.
No, I just
Keith
want
Sweat
people
got
to
bangers.
name. I just want people to ask because you already know. I think people be lying about their music choices. and stuff,
Okay.
you know.
I didn't know if you was being serious or not. I know you wasn't being serious, but I didn't know if you really wanted people to answer
Yeah,
that.
you know,
because...
I believe people be lying and shit. You know,
But what did Keith Sweat do though? Now, what did he
but
do?
Keith Sweat went on a rant. Keith Sweat went on a rant, and in his rant, he talked about how women, that why he's single,
Okay.
and he talked about how women don't cook and clean and do all of that stuff. Keith Sweat 63.
Yeah.
So 63-year-old Keith Sweat went on a rant about why he is single and stated the reason why that he is single is because women don't cook or clean. Mike, that man is 63 years old. Women his age, women his age cooks and cleans.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is he's looking for.
Wait. Because
Yeah.
Miriam just took the words out of my mouth. That's why if you want to join the podcast, let us know, man. But women his age cook and clean. Women his age also need health benefits. So Keith Sweat wants a younger woman, and he is mad that these YGs out here ain't cooking and cleaning. That's a you problem.
That's definitely a you problem. I don't know what he's. Yeah. I don't know, bro.
Keith, what do you expect from the YGs? If you're going to be 63 and trying to mess with a young girl,
yeah,
they ain't cooking.
Yeah. Do you think
they ain't cleaning the house?
Do you think Bill Belichick's girlfriend cooks?
Hell no, Bill Belichick.
She ain't cooking. She not cooking.
She's not cooking no spaghetti.
Yeah, that's
not cooking no Italian food. And considering why I don't like them include appliances.
Yeah.
Like Keith, brother.
He might need to up his he might need to like look into a different age bracket. He need to like go to the Keith Sweat what 60, 65?
He's 63.
63 years old. I mean,
a 63-year-old man is on stage ranting about why he is single.
He needs to not look for the 25 to 30. He might need to just go up a little bit to the 40s, the 40 to 50-year-olds. They cooking. The 40 to 50-year-old women are cooking. Like you could go it's some nice, wholesome looking 40 to 50 plus age women out here, Keith. I don't think you need to if you're looking for a young thing, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, what you say back? A YG?
A YG, a young girl.
You looking for a young girl, you might as well forget about it. These young girls are not out here cooking. They trying to
they young outside.
Girls, they outside, they trying to eat out at restaurants 5 days a week.
Yeah, they are Uber eating.
Yeah, they
are Uber eating Maggianos. They're Uber eating Maggianos. They're not cooking.
Maggianos.
They're not cooking for you, Keith Sweat.
Yeah, they want to go to the seafood place and get a seafood broil. They not. Yeah. I don't know what Keith Sweat on, but
Keith. I mean, I'm the YGs are not. The YGs are not cooking. The YGs are not cleaning. They have the cleaning services come through. They're Uber eating. Or they want you to go take them out to the fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
Keith, if you 63 and single, hey fam, prepare to be alone.
He gonna
or
be
go
alone
to or go to Bill Belichick route.
Yeah.
At that point, it is what it is, sir.
I mean, you got a little money, right, Keith? Just hire a chef.
If he would have did that, he wouldn't have never cussed me out about his appliances, Mike. But Keith, look. Am I'm look, I'm 43. I'm not I'm not single. I am a happily married 43-year-old man. This is why I don't ever want to be single no more.
Yeah, Joe. It's ugly out there,
It's
man.
ugly out here. Cause
It's
I don't want to be Keith Sweat. I don't want to be Keith Sweat. I don't want to be. Keith, let's be real. If Keith Sweat is on stage at 63 years old, talking about how he's single because women out here ain't cooking and cleaning and doing this and doing that and all of that stuff. If that is what's going on in the world, Mike, the streets ain't for me.
Streets ain't for him.
The streets ain't for me. And the streets ain't for you either. The streets ain't for any of us.
More power to you, Keith. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Hope you find a beautiful 21-year-old girl to satisfy whatever you need to satisfy. Y'all can try to call me some type of hater all you want to, right? Like y'all can do all y'all. I'm not a hater. Yeah. I don't like him because he said something that was like you don't say certain things.
Yeah, y'all just go back and do your research on
some dude. Go back and do your research.
I don't remember what episode that is, but yeah.
Just go back and do your research, fam.
We got a whole episode on Bang telling us why he don't like
it. Yeah. It's a whole episode. There's clips on YouTube. I got people on YouTube saying how I'm this and that because I don't like Keith Sweat. That's cool. I'm not a hater. I feel bad for a 63-year-old dude to be on stage singing and drinking Ciroc and dancing on girls and then saying, hey, I'm single. I'm single because y'all ain't cooking and cleaning. If you are 63 years old, fam, and you are telling people this is why you single because women ain't doing household chores, my brother, you ain't gonna never get that person. Because them YGs is gonna look at you and be like, you Keith Sweat. Why I gotta cook for you? We going to the fancy restaurant. And them fancy restaurants don't even Uber Eats. So I'm gonna do the lesser fancy restaurants so you can Uber eat that shit too. And when we go on tour, you gonna have stuff on your rider for me. All that. That's what's gonna happen, Keith. And if you don't like it, prepare to be alone for the rest of your life. Feel bad for you, Keith. Yeah. But the streets ain't for you, fam. You got the streets twisted. The streets twisted. The YGs is not doing what you want. So you better go find. Hey, you better go find you a OG. You better go find you a auntie. You better go find you a nice lady who liked you back in 1985 when you first came out. You better go ask Teddy Riley to have his wife hook you up with one of her cousins or her play cousins and not the niece or not, something like that. See, that's the problem. Keith Sweat is going after these young girls because he think it's cool because he out here wearing silk outfits and performing. But them girls don't care about making last forever. They care about what you can give them, Keith. So if you single at 63 and all of that stuff, hey, sorry for you, player.
What else you got before we get up out of here?
That's it, Mike.
Poor Keith Sweat.
Shit.
Poor guy.
He got the streets twisted.
God, definitely.
Should have found him one and kept her around. And then just apologize. Like what the old head R&B cats do. Keep her around, make sure she straighten that thing. But then towards like when his career's dwindling down, professes love for her. And then they start doing the little tours and shit about how, they've loved and been with each other and they went through it all. But yeah, he should have did that.
Yeah.
That's what should have did. Sorry for you, Keith.
Bang, NBA Finals Game 3 tonight. Is the gentleman's sweep is clearly still in play. Is that what's going to happen here?
Yeah, I think the gentleman's sweep is still in play here. Ain't nothing changed. Yeah, I think the gentleman's sweep is here. I think the crowd is going to be hyped in that thing. And I think the crowd is going to be hyped in all of that. But at the end of the day, I got OKC by 15.
All right, cool, man. Hey, man, Some Dude Pod. Make sure y'all rate. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. The Barber's Chair Network is where you can find Some Dude Pod. Anywhere where you listen to your favorite podcast is at. Make sure you search the Barber's Chair Network, and Some Dude Pod will be right there at your disposal, along with other great content. We on IG at Some Dude Pod, at Mike B _CHR, at JR Bang. The Facebook group is hashtag Some Dude Pod. Make sure y'all join the group, get involved, the conversation, and all of that stuff like that. Facebook page, at Some Dude. I'm Mike B. That's JR Bang. We're gonna be out next week. I'm going to Disney. I'm gonna be in Florida, taking my daughter.
You doing the pod from Disney?
What would you want me to do the pod from Hollywood Studios? Huh?
We'll be
on the Tower of Terror, bang.
Your ass gonna be doing this. Your ass gonna be doing the same. You gonna be doing the pod the same studio that they did Guts at. I had the Legends of the Hidden Temple shit in the background. It'll be you and OMAC. That's what we're gonna be doing. That's Nickelodeon Studios, ladies and gentlemen. That's my bad. All right, man, we out.
Yo, it's your girl, Night Kel, and this is Some Podcast. We out. Peace.